What is going on, guys? I am Jesus Hernandez with Texas Choice, and I am with my good friend, primo, confidant, everything, Fabian Hernandez.
Fabian Hernandez, aquí con Texas Choice, ¿verdad?
Today, we're going to get a chance to share a little bit about our story, our back end, how we got started. I get the opportunity to interview Fabian and ask him how he's become this sensation on social media. He is influential. He is a go-getter, and you just got to know he just comes with a passion. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions, Fabian, just because I feel like people get a chance to see you on the videos, but they don't get a chance to see who you are. And we've been talking about it, how we have a lot of things going for us, but what drives you today is what I want to see. I want to show it to the world because, man, you are a amazing loan officer, and I mean that with
Appreciate it.
wholeheartedly. A lot of people know you in the different parts of town, but really, it's your reputation that has kept you getting more referrals, having more partners come to you. So we want to bring what's the driver behind that.
No, for sure, bro. I think when I started in the business I didn't know what I was doing, right? I just reached out to you. I think I was going to network events and I
Yeah,
wanted to flip homes,
yeah,
right? And then I saw you. I'm like, he's my cousin, Los Miramos. I'm like, he's a cousin. You're a cousin that I know you were my cousin, but I
yeah.
didn't know,
What did I do?
yeah, what
Yeah,
did you do? One day I just, called you, I'm like, hey, primo, I want to do what you do. And
yeah.
you were like, oh, get a license. And I was like, license for what? I was like, license for what? I came to
Yeah.
the office and we went out to eat. And you're like, get your license for loan officer. Okay, I was looking into it, like, hey, study this, get your license. And then definitely I did. I remember December of 2024, when I actually quit my, two to two to five job, 15 hours working on the
Yeah,
road.
yeah,
Until I made a decision, and I made a decision for my family, right? I always know my parents told me, hey, you can always do better. Don't be the same. Don't do the same thing that I did. And until it finally got me, I'm like, you sure, right? I want to be that drive for my family. I want to be that drive for my kids.
yeah.
I want to be that drive for everyone because I love helping out, right?
Oh,
Uh,
I agree. And to this day, I can tell that you have a passion for supporting your family, from your dad, your mom, your tios. I don't know how many people you've already helped in the family, but it's a lot of people that you've opened their doors, and they're now homeowners. So
yeah, a lot of family that, I mean, something that I thought I was never going to be able to do, but now I'm doing it with a passion. I love helping people. I love helping
mhm,
families.
yeah.
Every closing, when I see families, kids, and they're picking up the rooms, and I'm like, man, it just brings joy to me, bro. Like, honestly, I do it with a passion. I do it with a lot of passion. I do it,
Yeah.
especially when we have a team. It takes a team, it takes realtors, it takes everyone to get a closing family to a home, and then when I handle the kid, like their keys,
Yeah.
man, it's just amazing.
I mean, you've been to a few closings, and that's something that I feel like, as a loan officer, as somebody that's in the industry, when you see the end goal, it just allows you to know that you were part of something bigger than you. Obviously, yes, we make a living from doing what we do, but you're something part of bigger.
Hmm.
That title company, that insurance agent, that realtor that supported, we facilitated a lot of the things on the back end. So I know that you don't take it for granted, and I mean, you can see the joy on the picture. So kudos
No, I
on that.
appreciate you, bro. No, definitely.
Now, what I want to do is I want to go into the meat and potatoes, the inside of Fabian, and some of them are going to be a little direct. Guys, I want Fabian to just bring out what his driver. I see him every day. I see this young man that has a big why, and he doesn't care what your why is. His why is going to be known. You're going to bring out the best, and I want to bring that to the world. So the first thing is, who is Fabian? Who is Fabian Hernandez?
Me personalmente, Fabian Hernandez, I am one of those go-getter. I gotta go get it. I always stay hungry. I'm always staying hungry. I'm always like that guy that I gotta help out. My biggest why, my kids, right? My family, my wife. Those
Mhm.
are my biggest why.
Yeah.
But now, be able to do something I'm always helping out, right? I'm always helping out
You are
everyone,
supporting small business,
supporting business. I'm always the goal, like the one that brings everybody to the
helping
light,
others.
help,
Yeah,
joy. They're really me. It's that, like, that's me. That's me. I like stuff. I like the racing. I like, le gusta la adrenalina, ¿verdad?
yeah.
That's me. So I always been hyped up. I was trying the camera, but now it's like nobody's gonna like you.
Not a lot of people know, or maybe some people know,
Yeah,
but you're extremely competitive.
yeah. So not everybody, is gonna like like us,
Yeah,
or
yeah. Some people, but you know what? There's a saying, and I always say it all the time. You don't have to like me.
but you're gonna respect me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, definitely.
that's our way, and we live by that because we hold ourselves to a very high standard.
Yes.
I know I've seen you, and this past month, the month of May, was one of your biggest months, if not the biggest month. Almost, or I want to say it was $3.4 million in fundings, right? I don't know exactly how many families that was, but any way you look at it, that's a
It
lot of
was
families.
it was it was 11 units, 11 houses, but I think the year to date right now, my biggest one was March.
March. Wow.
Yeah, it was March. It was 3.8. Yeah,
3.8.
3.8. It was
Yeah.
14 families. No, 16 families.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 16 families. That was the biggest month. But it's
I
just the
mean,
drive, the momentum, like the hungry. Like you have to. A lot of people don't know what goes behind it.
yeah.
Everybody think it's just easy. It's A lot of people just think it's just easy.
Yeah.
They don't
No.
see the sweat, the tears, the fighting with the underwriters. Something happened, but we always fix it. The file was gonna close,
Yeah.
right? But it's just a thing that we're like, man,
It's a lot
we
of stress.
it's a lot of, they don't see the stress behind it, right?
So for you guys that don't know and are in the industry, when you're managing, not only are you managing an active pipeline, right, which means there's a lot of people that you have to communicate.
Mhm.
When one file goes sideways, well, your attention gets pulled into that file.
Yeah,
So you're trying to make sure that everything stays afloat. Now, thankfully, we have a great team. I always say this, but shout out to our team in the back, our loan partners, our processors that hold us down. But in reality, you got to be in there. You got to be the face. You got to put up receive the phone calls from the underwriters and make sure you
yeah.
communicate with the realtors as well. But
I always say this: if you're able to control stress, you can achieve anything.
yeah,
The biggest one in this industry, being a self-entrepreneur, you have to be able to control stress. Because if any industry, any type of work that you do, there's stress. If you can
mhm,
control stress, the company's gonna go down. You're
yeah,
gonna go down, and you're gonna get sick, right?
absolutely. Yeah,
And if you can control stress, you can conquer anything you want.
yeah.
You can achieve anything you want.
Got to keep a cold head. That's
Yeah.
why we're not doing plunges.
Yeah, I mean, from the exes, like from us losing weight,
Yeah,
we've been in a journey. Me and you, we have been in a journey. I think whenever Texas Choice opened, I told Jesus, my cousin, all the time,
yeah,
why do we gotta wear suits every day?
yeah. You sure did.
Why don't we bring the boots and the suits and the hat?
Yeah,
Be unique, be the only ones,
yeah,
because you're gonna use we stand out with, everybody say like, oh, you take a gift. We show up to get to a title company, there comes Texas Choice. Man, that's an amazing feeling because
yeah.
you can still dress to impress. You still dress. This is you as us Hispanics. This is us. You can't
It
change who you
is.
are.
This is what I wear on the weekends.
Yeah, we
this,
brand on the
this
weekends.
is
We
going
brand
to a
on the weekdays.
quinceañera.
Yeah, everybody's like, hey, man, you guys stand out.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it's a different.
It's a lifestyle, but it's also who we are, and the more we grow, the more it grows on us, the more we want to do better, the more style we want to bring. I mean, and now we're bringing into the entire ecosystem of the office. So I mean, you put your, has puesto tu granito de arena, ¿verdad? Porque sí,
We're living. Ahí pusimos nuestro granito de arena y la estamos dejando all over
yeah,
Houston. We're living a little bit of Texas Choice everywhere where we're gonna get known.
yeah,
What are we gonna get known for? For the things that we do, like for the community events, helping out families,
yeah,
helping out realtor partners. Not just everybody likes nice things, but I feel like that at the end of the day, is what we do, how we're gonna get known
How we
for,
get back.
and how we get back.
Yeah.
And from our team, shout out to our team that is our front end that's always there, and we have that help us to go get more business, get more realtor partners, and they're gonna see the insights. They the fast communication, from text messages, from when we get a contract to the 2 weeks closings. It takes a team. So
It does. And what one thing, I mean, you've seen the transformation that we've done internally, from processes to systems. You've seen it. I mean, there's not anything that I can tell you that you haven't been part of. We've had close conversations of, sometimes differences, but at the end of the day, what do we see? The great vision of the people that are around us, and how do we get better? The next thing, Fabian, that I wanted to ask you is, what's your why? And I know it's a very broad question, but what keeps you going day? You don't stop. There's a lot of people think that you leave the office, it's done.
mm-mm.
No, you answer your phone, you prospect social media, you do content, you do a lot of networking, a lot of face to face, and you have to keep up with a lot of relations. So, what drives you? What does that? Because you do it, and you have to have a passion. But I want to hear from you.
I think the biggest why is, you know, knowing growing up as a kid, seeing my parents suffer from everywhere, like suffering from either money wise, break that habit, break that chain of
Mm-hmm.
be able to see like my brother is strong, like, hey, go get it. Be entrepreneur, like be yourself. Like you have a lot in your mind. You have a lot of things that we can do.
Yeah,
My biggest why is one of the like I want to leave a legacy behind.
that's awesome.
I
Yeah,
want to live that people are gonna know this was Fabian.
yeah. Let me ask you, Fabian, and so for people that don't know, how old are you, Fabian?
I'm 34.
34. Okay. How many kids?
I have 3 kids,
Three kids.
three
There
adorable
you go.
kids.
Let me ask you. You recently acquired a really nice truck. Do you mind sharing? Because it's a.
I bought a. I always wanted it. Another race trucks. I've always been into racing, right?
Mhm.
I wanted to leave that in the past, but then that's something that keeps me también moving, driving. I'm like, me gusta la adrenalina. I'm like, I bought a F-150 Coyote, with the
Mhm.
Whipple, and I always wanted it. I always wanted it since they came out. I always wanted a F-150 supercharged or anything. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it one day.
Yeah.
You know, I like Lambos, I like Corvettes, but you know,
You're a truck.
I'm a truck guy,
Yeah.
and definitely that truck, you guys are gonna see it on the streets. It's gonna get known, and I'm excited for that project too,
Yeah.
because that's one of my whys. Get what I couldn't get back then
Hmm.
from like when I was working 9 to 5. Now to
Yeah.
be in self entrepreneur, be able to help our families, but enjoy life as well. You know,
I mean, it's definitely a beautiful truck. I'm yet to get in it. I'm gonna be honest. I'll probably hold off a little because I know you're gonna push me back a little.
probably floor a little here and there, but
But it is a joy. But one thing that I would tell you, and I think I've used you as an example more often than you know. But if you're a brand new loan officer, right? And I want to go over this because I know you already do this without you even thinking about it. But what advice would you give a brand new loan officer that's coming into the business, that sees you, sees your accolades, sees the growth that you're doing? What advice would you give them?
my best advice that I would give a loan officer, a brand new loan officer,
Yeah.
cold call. First cold call, get the nose. That's the first thing I did, right?
Yeah. You sure did.
And then another thing is don't be scared of asking for the business. You're gonna get a lot of no's, but always think out of the box.
Yeah.
Always think how you're gonna help the realtor. Always think how you're gonna help your realtor partners. How you're gonna help the family. Anybody can do an FHA unicorn conventional loan, but always what helped me was even overnight. I would still do my resources. I still use a lot of resources
Mm-hmm.
to how to be able to get more loans, how to be able to,
Yeah.
help those families that, you know, they're trying to, how to fix a puzzle, right? We're like doctors.
Yeah.
From when you go get a brand new patient,
Yeah.
and then
I
they start
use that
checking your vitals and
analogy. Yeah.
everything, and then you're like, okay, well, tienes esto, tienes el otro. That's who we are. As
Yeah.
soon as the client
Absolutely.
applies, listen to the client, give them what they want to hear, apliquen, y ya nosotros nos encargamos de cómo, qué, para qué préstamo
What's
pueden
the best
calificar.
route? Yeah. See, see.
But a brand new loan officer, I'm like always gonna tell them, do your research, do your resources. Don't stay to just one thing. Open up your mind, get more business, get out there, get in the camera. We didn't do it before, but now we're doing it because now it's social media. Everything is social media.
Yeah.
And when you say you're gonna do something, do it.
Absolutely.
Because if
Don't
you
be
stop
scared.
doing it, don't, because if you be scared, you're gonna break in the business.
And if you start it, don't stop it because everything works. Everything works until you stop.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't work. It's like going to the gym. Don't start the gym if you're gonna stop. And if you're gonna stop, make a plan to go back. I
Yeah.
mean, it happens to us many, many times. You know, the gym is an example. Anything that is habitual. Business is a constant repetitions of doing the same things, but providing value to society, right?
Yeah. It's
So what I always say, and you know, think you can vouch for me is what habits are you creating? What habits are you doing every day that are getting you where you need to be? And you can say, well, I do this. Well, is it getting you to your goals?
mm-hmm.
Or is it just stalling you? You know, what habits have you created? So for me, this morning's meeting, I don't think I could have said it any more simpler. Your habits are creating the results that you see now.
Mm-hmm.
What you've done in the past 60 days, 90 days, right? What you did before 60 days ago is what you're seeing now. So how do you change your future? 60, 90-day habitual. What are you going to do as a habit? But, you know, for me, I get passionate because you're one of the students of the business that I feel like is one of the most receptive. You listened. You didn't know sometimes, but you listened and you acted. And sometimes you didn't know what you were doing. Cold calling. I said, Fabian, just cold call. Go call some silo leads. We got a lot of them. And you got probably a lot of no's. How was that?
Man, that was a. I felt like quitting at the first. I'm like, where am I gonna get leads from? Where am I
Yeah.
gonna get closings? Where am
Uh-huh.
I gonna close? What am I doing?
Yeah.
Everything seemed Chinese. Everything like numbers were looking like different. I couldn't understand. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't understand it. But after all, I'm like, you know what? I can do it. Nobody else is gonna tell me no.
Yeah, you should.
And I didn't take a no for an answer. I was there until like I got the yes. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, we're gonna be able to help you out. I have an amazing team. We have different like at that time, products and everything. We have down payment assistance. We have everything we can to help you buy a house.
Yeah.
So how did it like? So you tell me, are you ready? How are we? How can I help you to be ready? What's stopping you from buying a house? Because it's something that we need.
No was not an
And
answer.
no, it was not an answer. And then it's a thing that they'll be all waiting for the rates. Yeah, but sometimes you have a credit card that's 18%.
You're complaining about this rate.
And then you complain about this rate, it's a 6% right now in the market.
Yeah.
Everything has gone up. It's just our habits. Like you say, it's our habits, the way that we live sometimes. You create habits. If we have bad habits, we're going to be in debt.
Yeah.
If you create good habits and you say you're going to do something
Absolutely.
you want, you're going to have a home for your family. And it's something that we need. A
Absolutely. I
roof,
mean,
you need a roof. We need a roof. We need to put food on the table.
those are strong. That's advice that I need everybody to understand that he shares the nugget. You're sharing what drives you, and so
The thing
for
is,
me,
we always gonna fall. We always gonna fail.
yeah,
You have to learn how to be able to pick yourself up again.
yeah,
And I think that's lessons I have learned from switching jobs to learning how to do everything, for being always there for someone.
mm,
But you're always gonna fail. You're always gonna try to give you 100%. But that day, you always think everybody could say, "Oh, ando al 100, ando al 100." Pero en verdad andas al 50. But at least you know you did the feed. That's your 100. Your 50% is the 100.
Yeah,
No matter what you do, you still woke up and did it. Y si no estás al 100, estás al 50, that's your 100. The next day, you're probably going to do the 80. And the next day, you're going to do the 100.
you're gonna get better,
And you're
but
going
you
to get
didn't fall off
better.
the beat. Yeah,
But always know there's always something that's going to drive you. You're going to keep pushing and you're going to go get it.
absolutely. I love that. So, guys, that's a wrap. Thank you so much,
No,
Fabian,
I
for
appreciate you, bro. And
making time to just share with the world a little bit of your world, your why. We're extremely proud of you as a team. We can't tell you how many, you're a leader among the team, but also a mentor now. You are an advocate. You fight for everything, and I just want to, show you that we see you and we love you and we wish you the best and can't wait to grow, to that next level with
no,
you.
and I appreciate you since day one, from being there, from being our mentor. I think, you're the same. We're like, I feel like we're twins.
Doppelganger. Yeah. I didn't want to
We
say
create a if one of us gets a crime, one of us is gonna go to jail.
yeah.
But no, it's just like I feel like we think alike. We always like pushing everyone. We try and elevate everyone. For us, we doing our part.
Yeah.
You do your part, you're gonna hit your goals.
Yeah.
But from the mentorship, man, that's something that you have. Eso, como dice mi papá, es un don. Tú tienes ese don, primo.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Ese don de que you like opening doors, you like helping people, and you like to see them achieve. You just don't take
Absolutely.
everything for yourself. I feel like you like to share it to the world all the time. And then it's something that got me to me. I'm like, man, you're an amazing guy, bro. And if nobody has told you, bro, you have done a lot for this, for the companies, from growing up the companies, from anything you have done, bro. You get it and you share it. And you share
Yeah.
it to the world. And you share it to every one of us. You put a little bit of us in you because you believed in us. You always have believed on people. And
Yeah.
those people that you have believed, you like to see them achieve.
Yeah. We do. I have a saying, and you'll see. It's just we come with nothing, we leave with nothing. What's your legacy? Leave your mark. And for me, it's knowing that we supported, or maybe there wasn't a whole lot of support, but we believed and we kept pushing. And there's another saying: "Is like you're gonna quit before I quit on you. I'm not gonna quit on you.
No,
You're gonna quit on yourself."
and I remember you're like, you either pass the test or I'm gonna die. I remember that. And I got into, but whenever you told me, go take your test and take it like this, you're either gonna live or you're gonna die. And I
Yeah.
was like, but I mean, I don't want to die.
There's only one answer.
I didn't want to die at that time. And then at the
There's only
same
one
time,
answer.
you always have told me, you have always guided me. You always said to me, like, you like, look at your left and look at your right. Nobody's different. Alguien está puede ser un poquito mejor que tú, or always gonna, they overstep you.
Yeah.
In this case, I bleed, you bleed.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We all bleed red.
Let's do it. No,
So
thank you. Those are great words, guys. Again, thank you so much for being part of this and making time. Hope you guys got some nuggets out of it. So hope you guys got a chance to see Fabian. We have a really close relationship because we understand where we come from. We understand what drives us. We understand where we're going. You know? So thank you so much. We'll see you guys on the next one.